Hi everyone, this is Teacher Michelle and welcome to another episode of Unang Math. For this episode, we will be solving complex linear inequalities. Remember that when we are solving inequalities, we are looking for that range of values that will make our inequality true. Okay, let's start with linear inequalities with parentheses. Okay, we have here an example. 2 times this expression x minus 1 inside this parenthesis. This is greater than x plus 4. Okay, in solving linear inequalities with parentheses, what we need to do first is to remove the parentheses using the distributive property. Okay, and then we will be combining like terms before solving the linear inequality. Okay, to remove this parenthesis, use distributive property. So this is now 2 times x and 2 times negative 1. Okay, 2 times x is 2x, and 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. So 2x minus 2, this is now greater than x plus 4. Okay, using transposition, move all the terms with the variable on the left side and all the constant term on the right side. Since this is x or positive x, if we will move on this side, this now becomes negative x. So we have here 2x minus x. This is greater than 4, and we have to move this negative 2 on this right side. This will now become positive 2. Okay, simplify. 2x minus x is x, and 4 plus 2 is 6. So to make this inequality true, x must be greater than 6. Okay, how about linear inequalities with decimal coefficient? How are we going to solve a linear inequalities with decimal coefficient? Okay, we have here an example, 0.2x plus 0.3. This is less than 0.7. Okay, what we have to do is we will multiply both sides by a power of 10 to convert the coefficients to integers. Then solve the linear inequality. So we will be converting the 0.2 coefficient into an integer. And we will do that by multiplying both sides of this inequality by power of 10. Since this is 0.2, we will be multiplying this one by 10. So this is also by 10, and this is also by 10. 0.2 times 10 is 2, so this is now 2x. 0.3 times 10 is 3, so 2x plus 3. This is less than 0.7 times 10 is 7. Okay, using transposition, move this 3 on this right side. So this now becomes minus 3. So we only have 2x on this side. So 2x is less than 7 minus 3 is 4. And to find the value of x, divide both sides by 2. Okay, simplify. X now must be less than 2 to make this inequality true. Okay, moving on. How about if the coefficient of the variable is a fraction? So how are we going to solve a linear inequalities with fractional coefficients? Okay, we have here two examples. The first one is 1/2 x minus 1 over 6. This is greater than or equal to 1 over 3. And the next one is 0.2 times this expression x minus 1 inside the parentheses. This is greater than or equal to 1 over 3x minus 7. So in solving inequalities with fractional coefficients, what we have to do is multiply both sides by the LCM or the least common multiple of the denominators to convert the coefficients into integers. Then solve the inequality. Okay, let's start with this first example. So multiply both sides of this inequality by the LCM of 2, 6, and 3. And that is 6. So this is 6 times this expression, and this is 1 over 3 times 6. Okay, 6 times 1 half x is 3x. 6 times negative 1 over 6 is negative 1. Okay, what about 1 over 3 times 6? That's equal to 2. So we have 3x minus 1. This is greater than or equal to 2. Okay, move negative 1 on this side. This now becomes plus 1. So we only have 3x on this side. This is greater than or equal to 2 plus 1 is 3. And to find the value of x, we will be dividing both sides of this inequality by 3. Okay, simplify. X now must be greater than or equal to 1 to make this inequality true. Okay, moving on to this next example or to the second example. 0.2 times this expression x minus 1 inside the parentheses. This is greater than or equal to 1 over 3x minus 7. Okay, 0.2 can be converted to fraction. That is 2 over 10. Okay, now, multiply both sides by the LCM of 10 and 3. And that is 30. So this is 30 times 2 over 10. And 1 over 3x minus 7 should be multiplied also by 30. Okay, 30 times 2 over 10. This is now equal to, okay, 30 times 2 is 60 divided by 10 is 6. So 6 times this expression, x minus 1, inside the parentheses. Okay, this is greater than or equal to. Okay, if we will simplify 1 over 3 times 30, then this now becomes 10. So this is 10x, okay, minus negative 7 times 30 is negative 210. So this is minus 210. Okay, using distributive property, 6x, and this is minus 6. 6x minus 6, this is greater than or equal to 10x minus 210. Okay, now we have to move all the terms with the variable on the left side, and all the constant terms on the right side. So we have here 6x. This is positive 10x. So if we will move, this now becomes negative 10x. So it's minus 10x. This is greater than or equal to negative 210. Move negative 6 on this side, plus 6. Okay, simplifying it. 6x minus 10x is negative 4x. This is greater than or equal to negative 210 plus 6 is, we have negative 204. And to find the value of x, we will be dividing both sides by negative 4. And since we divided both sides by a negative number, okay, our sign now changes. From greater than to equal to, this now becomes less than or equal to. So x must be less than or equal to negative 204 divided by negative 4 is positive 51. So x must be less than or equal to 51 to make this inequality true. Okay, this time, let's also answer these concept check questions. Okay, the following is the process of solving linear inequality, 1 half x minus 4 over 3. This is less than or equal to 1 over 3x minus 2 over 3. We will be filling the box with the correct numbers. So 1 half x minus 4 over 3 less than or equal to 1 over 3x minus 2 over 3. So the first step that we need to do is multiply both sides by the LCM of these denominators. And the LCM is 6. So this is 6 times this expression, and on the other side also is times 6. Okay, now let's multiply. 6 times 1, 6 times 1 half is 3. So this is 3x. 6 times negative 4 over 3. This is now equal to, 6 times 4 is 24. So 24 divided by 3 is 8. So this is minus 8. Okay, what about on the right side? 1 over 3 times 6 is 2. So this is now 2x. Minus 2 over 3 times 6 is 4. So this is minus 4. Okay, now, using transposition, move all the terms with the variable on the left side. Since this is 2x, if we will move on this left side, this now becomes minus 2x. Okay, what about negative 8? We have to move it on the right side since this is negative or minus 8. If we will move on this side, plus 8. Okay, now let's simplify. 3x minus 2x is x. And negative 4 plus 8 is positive 4. So x must be less than or equal to 4. Okay, this time, let's solve this simple problem. Solving this linear inequality, 0.3x minus 0.6, this is less than or equal to negative x minus 7 over 5. Since the coefficient is a decimal number, we have to convert this one to an integer by multiplying by the power of 10. Since this is 0.3, we just have to multiply this one by 10. Okay, this is also by 10. And don't forget to multiply the other side by 10 also. Okay, 0.3 times 10 is 3. So this is 3x. 0.6 times 10 is 6. So this is 3x minus 6. Okay, what about this side? Okay, if we will simplify, this is 1. This now becomes 2. So 2 times x is 2x. Negative 7 times 2 is negative 14. Okay, take note, this is less than or equal to, and since this is negative outside, if we will multiply this one to each term inside the parentheses, this is now negative 2x, okay, plus 14. So we have here 3x minus 6. This is now less than or equal to negative 2x plus 14. Okay, using transposition, move negative 2x on the left side. So this is now 3x, okay, plus 2x. Less than or equal to, we have here 14. And move this negative 6 on the right side. This now becomes plus 6. Okay, simplify. 3x plus 2x is 5x. This is less than or equal to 14 plus 6 is 20. And to find the value of x, divide both sides by 5. Simplify. Then x now must be less than or equal to 4 to make this inequality true. Okay, and for the last problem, we have here, find the smallest integer value of x that satisfies this linear inequality. So we have here 3 times this expression x plus 2 inside the parentheses. This is greater than negative 2 times this expression x plus 7 inside the parentheses. So what we need to do first is remove this parentheses using distributive property. So 3 times x is 3x. 3 times 2 is 6. So this is plus 6. This is greater than, okay, using distributive property, negative 2 times x is negative 2x. Negative 2 times 7 is negative 14. So this is minus 14. Okay, let's use transposition to move all the terms on the left side and constant term on the right side. Since this is negative 2x, if we will move on this side, this is now 3x plus 2x. Okay, this is greater than, we have here negative 14, and move positive 6 on this side. This now becomes negative 6. Okay, simplify. 3x plus 2x is 5x. Negative 14 minus 6 is negative 20. So 5x is greater than negative 20. And to find x, divide both sides by 5. Okay, simplify. X now must be greater than, we have here negative 20 divided by 5 is negative 4. So x must be greater than negative 4 to make this inequality true. Okay, and the question is, find the smallest integer value of x that satisfies this linear inequality. So x must be greater than negative 4. So those numbers greater than negative 4 can be, we have here negative 3.9, negative 3.8, and so on. Actually, a lot. But the question is the smallest integer value of x. So the smallest integer value of x, which is greater than negative 4, is negative 3. So the answer to this problem is negative 3.